everyone. I hope and I believe you all are doing great. This is Dr. Arya, your pathology faculty. Today, we will be studying a very important topic, that is the topic of neoplasm of kidney, and you will be getting a short note. Okay. So you have to read this topic from that perspective that you will be getting a short note. Let's study the classification first. So for the classification, you have the benign type and the malignant type. In the benign one, you have what? The papillary. Then you have the angiomyolipoma and oncocytoma. So these are basically the three main things that you need to remember in the case of benign. In the malignant, we have the RCC, we have the Wilms tumor, then we have the urothelial carcinoma. So three things you need to remember in both of them, and benign and in malignant. In benign, papillary, then angiomyolipoma, then the oncocytoma. In the malignant one, you need to remember the RCC, the Wilms tumor, and the urothelial carcinoma. Okay, so these are the things that you need to remember. Let's talk about the renal cell carcinoma. So renal cell carcinoma is the most common renal malignancy. See, the things that I am writing now are your key words, okay? Then you need to know the risk factors. It is associated with smoking, hypertension and obesity. And one more thing, a very famous VHL mutation. VHL is found in chromosome number 3 because VHL has 3 alphabets and it is found in chromosome number 3. So this you need to remember. What are the subtypes? So if I talk about the types, it can be the clear cell. Then you have the papillary, the chromophobe, and the collecting duct. So these are basically the 4 types. See this beautiful diagram of renal cell carcinoma. These are your large cell nets. These are the large cell nets. Although the size is also depicting that they are large, so they are the large nest of the tumors. Then you have this thing over here. Wait, let me change the color. This is what? This is the septa containing a walled blood vessel. Now, next, over here, are you able to see? You are able to see polygonal cells with clear cytoplasm and centrally placed nuclei. What is centrally placed nuclei? This is a centrally placed nuclei. So, this thing you need to remember, okay? This is about the Wilms tumor. We will learn about Wilms tumor. Just wait, give me a second. Okay. In the gross, you will be able to see a yellow or orange colored necrosis or hemorrhage will be there. Grossly, the kidney will either be yellow or either it can be orange color. You will be able to appreciate what? Necrosis and hemorrhage. What will be the clinical feature? There will be hematuria, there will be flank pain and mass will be there. You have something called as the paraneoplastic syndromes. What are they? They will be having polycythemia, hypertension and hypercalcemia. Next, let's talk about the Wilms tumor. And Wilms tumor are most common in what? They are most common in children's. They are most common in children's. It is associated with VAGR syndrome and Danny's Dash and Beckwith syndrome. Histology will give you a triphasic blastemal epithelial stromal. See, this is blastemal. Okay, this portion basically is this portion is blastemal. Then there will be a mesenchymal stroma, and these portions are nothing but your tubules or the epithelium. Okay, next let's see about the clinical features that the Wilms tumor has. So the presentation will be, the child will complain that there will be, you are able to appreciate also, there will be large abdominal mass, there will be hematuria, and on taking the blood pressure you will note that the person is having hypertension. Okay, the treatment will be surgery, chemotherapy and radiotherapy that we can offer to the patient. Prognosis is excellent, 90%, more than 90% survival rate is there. More than 90% of the survival rate is there. Okay, before jumping on to the others, let's just revise what we have read. We have read about the classification. You have two types, benign and malignant. In the benign one, you have papillary that you need to remember. In malignant, you need to remember about the RCC, Wilms tumor and urothelial carcinoma. We are done with RCC, we are done with Wilms tumor. Now we are left with the urothelial carcinoma. What we have seen in the RCC, we have seen that it is the most common malignancy in adults. If I ask you most common malignancy in children, it is Wilms tumor. Okay, so the subtypes have it clear cells, papillary, chromophobe, and the collecting duct. Grossly, we have seen clinical features. We have seen Wilms tumor is most common in children. Next, let's see about the urothelial carcinoma. That is, it arises from the transitional epithelium. Risk factors are, it is associated with smoking and analgesic abuse. What are the clinical features you are able to see? You are able to appreciate there will be hematuria, there will be obstruction, and there will be pain. Often it is multifocal and associated with, there is a risk of CA bladder. There is an increased risk of CA bladder. What are the investigation you will order? First, you will order the urine cytology. Why? Because urine cytology will help you to distinguish either it is a malignant one or either it is a benign one, right? Second thing that you will order, this is the first thing. The second thing that you will order is the imaging. In the imaging, you will go for either the USG, either the CT or the MRI. That are the only possible things that you can go for, right? Then you have the biopsy. Biopsy is rarely done. Okay, biopsy is rarely done. It is painful also, and it takes a lot of time and money as well. Next, what is the treatment that you can give? So for the treatment, that depends on the type that we are dealing. Like if it is the type that we are dealing is RCC, so we will give the radical or partial nephrectomy. If we are dealing with the Wilms, then we will offer the surgery plus chemotherapy. If we are dealing with the urothelial one, we will give the nephroureterectomy plus follow-up. Follow-up is there in each and everything, right? So this was all about the neoplasm of the kidney. Now I have a question for you all. Before the question, let me just give you the key points. For the RCC, just remember that it is found in adults. You have VHL gene mutation and paraneoplastic syndromes are seen. In the Wilms, remember it is found in the children's. BT1 mutation is there, and triphasic pattern that I have shown you in the histology, that is the triphasic pattern. If you are not clear, just let me just show it again. This, you are able to see three things, right? So that is nothing but a triphasic pattern. Then in the urothelial, remember it is associated with smoking and analgesic abuse. Now one question I am giving you, fast we will do. You have to tell me most common tumor in adults and in children, right? You have a time of 2 seconds, 1 and 2, and your time is over. So in adults you have the RCC, and in children you have the Wilms tumor. So just remember this thing very carefully. Okay, We are done with this chapter. If you are having any sort of doubt, please feel free to reach me. Please feel free to DM me. Thank you so much.